Hey guys, it's Gummer here with another Warhammer Fantasy Battle Report. I got two games in at our local club day. My first one with my Orcs and Goblins versus a Beastmen army. Um, Playing against very experienced Beastmen player. It's one of our Australian ETC players, and we're playing ETC rules for an upcoming tournament in June. I'm actually not going to the tournament, but my opponent is. So we're playing ETC rules. So in this case, actually I'll just go to the next slide and show you what that means. So specifically with what we've got here, Orcs and Goblins don't have any comp restrictions or anything like that, but they get 2,500 points instead of the 2,400 points. Beastmen, they get 2,700 points. In addition, you also only score 10% less victory points against them. I was actually I'm not going to pretend I did my Orc and Goblin army list up for anything, but I was originally pegged to play a Chaos army. The guy couldn't turn up on the day, so this was a last minute game. And yeah, I was not prepped for Beastmen at all, and I've only played once before against this same opponent, and he tabled me, so not much has changed. The other ETC rule that'll come into play here is it's only 5 dice. You can only throw 5 dice at a spell, and you can only throw 4 dice at Occams and Death Magic, but I don't believe we've got that anyway. So my Orc and Goblin list, I've got a Black Orc Warboss with just a 4-up ward, heavy armour. The Savage Orc level 4 Shrunken Head Fences, a Night Goblin Shaman with a scroll, which I think he's on level 1 to be honest. Night Goblin BSB with a 4-up ward, Goblin Big Boss on a wolf with a ruby ring, an Orc Big Boss on a boar with Charm Shield Opal Amulet, a bunch of Savage Orcs, 7 Trolls, 20 Night Goblins with nets, 2 Fanatics, 2 Board Chariots, the Pump Wagon with Giant Exploding Spores and Spiky Rollers, 2 Doom Divers, 2 Rock Lobbers. So I did the list initially thinking I was going to be playing Warriors, so I brought a Ruby Ring for Chimeras and some additional no armor save sort of equipment. But yeah, that's what happens. I don't have his exact list here, but we'll run through it anyway. So yeah, he ends up with, he's basically got 3 casters. I think they're 2 level 4s, 1 on Wild, 1 on Beasts, and then level 2 Shaman on Beasts. He's got a BSB in with a block of 50 Gauls. I think they had the Razor standard. Then he had another block of 40 Gauls with the Rust standard, and then he's got 28 Besta Gauls, where that's I think where his 3 casters are, with the Banner of Discipline. He's got 2, I think he had 2 units of 5 Harpies, 2 units of 5 ambushing Ungors, another block of 10 skirmishing Ungors, I think it was, and then 3 Pumbas, as we call them, or Razor Gauls, just separate. And he brought the Herdstone too on one of his Shamans. So he deployment 2 for the Herdstone was right behind that building that was just in the picture there. So Magic guy got Fists, Headbutt, Here We Go, and Foot, and then just Vindictive Glare on the level 1 Night Gob. And I mean, Magic is where this game goes south. He's got double Wild Form from the level 2 and the level 4. He's also got double Vile Tide. He's got a Vile Tide spell on the level 4 Wild. He's also got a Bound Vile Tide with that Staff of Dalkoth, whatever it's called. I knew nothing about these magic spells, but afterwards now I know. So basically, Voltide's a 5d6 strength 1 hit. Great for taking out war machines. So his deployment, that building there is, you can just see his Herdstone just behind there as well. So on my left, I've got there's a Doom Diver out there, 2 Chariots, my Orc on the, my Wolf Rider, one of the Manglers, my homemade Rock Lobber, soon to be replaced with a new one, the Savage Orc block with the War Boss on level 4 in there. There's another Rock Lobber behind that. 7 Trolls, with the Orc Big Boss on the Boar as a escort. the bunker in the back, the pump wagon out and through the right. I think there's the Wolf Riders and a Mangler. And I think I've actually got shots of these. You can see his BSB's in that big block of 450 Gauls, and then his Shamans are in that middle block, which is his bestie Gauls there. I think I've got some closer shots, so just run through there, yeah, so you can see that's my left, that's the centre, and that's the right. So there's his 3 Razor Gauls, and then the rest of his deployment over there. Vanguards, I didn't really go up too far, I just moved my gobos up a little bit, and that was about it. I actually got +1, I think, to the roll, but to go first, but didn't roll high enough. So his Razor Gauls move up, just staying out of some charge arcs there on the left. And I think giving me like, I don't know, need to roll 10s or 11s or 12s to get charges off on them with the chariots. The best Gauls pop into that building, and the Gauls move up just a little bit, but I don't think they're marching up. And magic was 11 to 6. So what he does is puts the Hag Tree fetish on my trolls, giving me reroll to wound, or giving him reroll to wounds when he's hitting them. Goes for a ruby ring on the trolls. I get rid of that. And then he starts his first set of Viletide. So bound Viletide on my right hand rock lobber. Gets 2 wounds through, so it's 16 strength, 1 hit, so you're going to roll 6s. And he does another, then he uses his actual spell Viletide and blows it up. That's about the only thing that happened, I think, in that magic phase. My turn, I don't really move my chariot. Just look, I'm just going to let him come to me there. And I just move my Gobbo Big Boss just to start harassing, I guess. Just get it, and just moved up to get out of those charge arcs there. My pump wagon rolls double 1s for movement, so instead of going forward, he randomly hit the back of the board. And I bumped both my Manglers, so I didn't want to move them up, so I just sort of bumped them off the table edge. Took dangerous trains, they both failed, both took a wound. It's like, this is the way this game goes. Magic's 9 to 5, went for foot, he dispels it. I mean, looking at his setup, I mean, in hindsight now I do things totally different, but looking at what he had, I thought, look, if I wanted to try and nail that 40 unit of Gauls on the flank there with like foot and my artillery and just get it right down, and then I thought my trolls and savages could take his 50 one on. That was sort of what I was originally planning. But yeah, so magic he gets rid of foot, and I think Vindictive Glare on one of the Harpy units, he dispels that as well, so basically nothing. Shooting, left Doom Diver misfires, rolls, can't shoot this turn or next. My right Doom Diver, same thing, can't shoot this turn or next. A Rock Lobber scattered off that unit of 40 Gauls and just killed 1 Harpy, so I'm just not doing anything, which is a bit sad. So into Beastman turn 2, he charges my little speed bump there. 2 of his Razor Gauls come into my chariot, only 1 makes it. And these Gauls move up. The Ungauls there too, you can see move right up just an inch off that wall, so tempting combat, and plus we're not going to get any benefits from it. He's just moved one of his other Razor Gauls just to look at my Wolf Rider there. Magic's 10 to 4, he Hag Treed the Trolls again, and I dispelled Ruby Ring on it again. He Voltides this Mangler and kills it. Second Voltide on the Pump Wagon, and he kills that one too. So I'm losing chaff here, and I've only got 1 Rock Lobber to shoot next turn, so yeah, he's doing what he needs to do. Those Ungors shoot at my Big Boss, just put a wound on him. Of course the Bush Riders die. They're not gonna face up to that, so he just reforms. yeah, I think I put a wound on him, but he has a charge, and he must have wounded me as well, and I fail. I flee, but I flee, center to center, which is through. I mean, he sets this stuff. He's such a good player. So he set the position he's Pumbaa up, so center to center was through my mangler. So they're gone. So my turn, I move up. The Ungors are within 8 of these Night Goblins, so those fanatics come out. And so, yeah, I mean, my plan here, like I wasn't thinking it was going to do anything, but I thought, look, let's move the Trolls up, charge these, and then I was going to chaff up his, with my Night Goblin on its wolf, chaff up those 50 Gors to make them point the other way. So I charge. I also moved, those Night Goblins moved up there, but I moved my big boss out of them because I'm going to have to use them as chaff on this 40 unit of Gors. So I've moved them and my BSB into the Savages. My other chariot just turns around facing just to try and protect this one rock lobber left. And yeah, there's my Wolf Rider just chaffing up those 50 Gors to make him at least face the other way. But at the end of the day, unless he gets frenzied off and needs to pursue, he's going to be able to reform. But hey, there's a chance. Magic 8 to 6, 5 dice foot, dispelled. Didn't get it irresistible. That was pretty much it. My right Doomdiver scattered. I don't even know what I was shooting at. Probably the 40 Gors again, but yeah, scattered, and my Doomdivers couldn't shoot this turn, so no shooting. Obviously the Trolls beat up on the Ungors. They're dead. So Beastman turn 3. Yeah, his big block has to charge my my Wolf Rider. But at the same time, seeing what I'm doing, he just chaffs up with his other Razor Gore there. So now, unless I could somehow kill it with something, I'm not getting any charges off. He flies one of the Harpies over onto one of my Fanatics and kills it. And the other Harpies go into my Night Goblins there. Of course. Yeah, I mean, there's just I think I just took a shot there. No, he targets my Night Goblin with the Dispel Scroll, takes him out. Magic was a 10 to 5. He Hag Tree and Ruby Ring the Trolls again. I did dispel the dispel the Ruby Ring. He does Viletide on the Trolls, gets 2 wounds on him. And he puts Savage Beast on his BSB, which is in this block here. Going in Orc turn 3. My Fanatic, that's not the scatter dice there. He pretty much went straight ahead, a little bit of an angle. Basically what it is he clipped that unit, only killed one, and then ran into the building and died. So yeah, look, I just go, let's see what 7 Trolls can do to 50 Gors. Not much. So we send them in. And because I couldn't, last turn I couldn't get rid of that chaffed Razor Gore, I did do a single foot, actually got it and got rid of the Razor Gore, which wasn't too bad, so at least I can move. And my my Rock Lobber misfires. So the artillery brought the wrong crew members. And so there's these 40 Gores that they must just be moving up. I shot both Doomdivers this turn into those 40 that were on the right there and killed 7 of them. And killed one of his Razor Gores with the chariot on the charge. So his Savage Beast of Horos BSB, who's on the end there, targets my Orc big boss and yeah, demolishes him with 3 overkill, I think. And takes out 2 Trolls with combat. And yeah, I mean, I took out some, but he beats me basically because of the overkill in the challenge. So I fail my panics and we run away. He catches me and pursues into the Savages. And then on his turn 4, he charges this 40 block into my Night Goblins, so they're dead. And this time the Bestigors pop out of their little building. With, I'm pretty sure they're quite safe now. And this remaining Raised Gore into the side of my Rock Lobbers. This unit, well, the Night Goblins actually rolled up Primary Fury, the Frenzy one. I'm not sure how it works. But yeah, they ended up with Frenzy. I think he killed 25 or something, so I only had 20 in the unit, so didn't even get a chance to attack at all. So yeah, they're totally gone. In this combat, we did 12 dead on both sides, actually, which was pretty good. But he did challenge with his BSB again, because it's still got Savage Beast up, and I think I accepted with my champ. So he had some overkill there, but I did stick, which was good. Just a shot of the board. My poor Orcs dying. Not sure what that was for. Yeah, the Rock Lobber dies in my turn 4, and the Savages end up... Yeah, we lose this next round of combat, and he runs me down, so that's the end of the game. Yeah, he massacred me. So, like, I said to him afterwards, I said, like, probably a little bit of bad luck with my artillery, but I have no idea how to... Like, how would you face his army? And he gave me some good tips. I'm just going to move back. Knowing a little bit about Beastmen there, I mean, he said, look, as soon as he puts that herdstone down, he said you should be deployed totally on the other side. And it's only a 6-inch effect for his wizards. They get the +1 +1 power dice. So if you're 30 inches away, his wizards aren't going to be able to, at least use that to power some of these spells, and the magic dominance wouldn't be so powerful. So if really, I should have been... It goes down first, so really I probably should have put all my 4 war machines right in the back left table and just castled around them. And, potentially if he still kept some of his blocks where they were, I guess I could have done a bit of a refuse flank in the sense, go up on the left, take out what he's got there and just move down the board, sort of turn it into a battle of the pass. But, yeah, with all my bad luck with the artillery, I don't know if it would have really helped. He's a good player, but I learn a lot, and that's what you want to do. So hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully the Orcs will have better luck next time. See you soon.